Hi, this is Dr. Victoria Nalule. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Nalule Energy and Mining Consultancy, named Energy in brief. It's an international consulting firm, and we do lots of work with respect to oil, gas, energy, renewables, climate change, the mining sector, and energy transition. So involve us in consultancies, capacity building, and executive training. So in today's video, I want to highlight the main difference between energy security and energy poverty, or even energy access. So, to start with, we note that no country is energy poor. All countries have energy resources. Some do have fossil fuels, that is oil, gas. Others have renewables, wind, solar, hydropower. And others have a mixture. They have both fossil fuels and they have renewables. So no country is energy poor. So, and the concept of energy poverty, sometimes it's misleading because you'll find like countries that actually have, that are rich with energy resources calling themselves energy poor. No, you're not energy poor, but rather it's an aspect of utilizing those resources in a way that will ensure that every citizen in your country has access to modern energy. So that is the first thing I need to note, because sometimes we're talking about energy poverty, energy access. We need to tackle energy poverty. You're not really energy poor, you have the resources. It's just a matter of how you want to utilize the resources. So now the main difference between energy security and energy poverty, or even energy access, is the fact that, from my own opinion, expert opinion, for energy security, it would relate more to the countries that already have access to these resources. And by access, I mean they have the infrastructure development, energy infrastructure development in their countries, and also 100% of their people are electrified, or they use modern energy like electricity and gas for cooking. So with energy security, it's an issue of ensuring that the supply of the energy is not interrupted in any way. There is that security of supply or security of access, because already you have the resources, you've attained 100% electrification, and now the issue is to ensure that the supply of the energy, of the modern energy, is not interrupted. Now, with energy access, or some people like to call it energy poverty, you find that majority of the people lack access to modern energy. So for the countries that call themselves energy poor, you find that, let's say, like 60% of the population, they rely on traditional energy or biomass, biofuels. So, and the goal for those countries is to ensure that they reach 100% electrification or 100% access to modern energy. And it's not just about electrification, but also there's an issue of affordability. So affordability cuts across for both the countries that consider themselves energy poor and the countries that are focused on energy security. Because with energy security, it's not all about ensuring that the energy supply is not interrupted or disrupted, but also ensuring that the people can have access and also they can afford that energy. So the issue of affordability cuts across in both energy security and energy access, or even energy poverty. But the message I want to send out is, let us get these concepts right. Let us stop. If there is a way we can stop using the word energy poverty. I know I wrote about energy poverty in my in my PhD, but now I'm like, you know, No country is energy poor, really. It's all about utilizing the resources in a way that can benefit your people, your citizens. But that word of poverty, energy poverty, being used by a country that have lots and lots of resources, it doesn't really make sense to me. So maybe we can get away with that word, energy poverty. It's not a good word. But anyway, that's the main difference between energy security or energy poverty and energy access. But the key things to consider is that the issue of affordability for both the developed countries that are focused on energy security and also for the developing countries that are focused on energy access or tackling energy poverty. So that's it. But do get my book on energy poverty and access challenges in sub Saharan Africa. If there is a way I could change the title, I would change that title to Energy Management and Access in sub Saharan Africa and get rid of that poverty word. I don't like it at all. But anyway, let's think about it. Do we really need to call countries that are rich with energy resources, do we need to call them energy poor? Do we need to use that word energy poverty? Or it's time to get rid of that word? I think it's time. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Victoria Nalule, and involve us in consultancies in energy, mining, climate change, energy transitions. We do all types of work, capacity building, training, tailored research, all that we do at Name Energy. Have a lovely day and bye bye.